know you're all giving Enrique a big round of applause right now, so I will let you take it from here. Enrique.
Thank you so much, Amy. Hi, everyone. Thank you for attending this episode of AG Talks. My name is Enrique Franco, and for those who don't know me, and like Amy said, I have been in the United States for the last 10 years. I moved to New York at the age of 21. I'd had family move there, and they were looking for greater opportunities, and I wanted to do the same. I have spent several years in the East Coast trying to decide where I wanted to be and what I wanted to do, which eventually led me to Minnesota. We still have questions on that. But like many people, I have dealt with my fair share of challenges in life, getting to where I am today. And I am not here to talk to you about that. Today, I want to share with you how I feel that chasing your passion can propel you to having a happier, more fulfilling life. Let's first start with what is passion by definition. Passion is any powerful or compelling emotion or feeling such as love or hate. This feeling can be directed towards anything in your life. It could be your family, it could be your unique talent, or it could also be your job. Oftentimes, we are led to believe that we can only love what we do if we have our passion as our job. We feel like we have to make a choice, find a way to be successful at that thing that we love, otherwise we're gonna be unhappy. What I have learned is that you don't necessarily have to choose between these options. You can instead choose to interject your passion into anything that you do by discovering how to chasing your passion makes you happy. We are often in places in our lives where we hold a job that we may not necessarily be passionate about. Maybe we even dread waking up every day because we don't necessarily want to go do that job, but yet we'll still wake up and do the job every day because at the end of the day, it pays the bills. But what if we could find similarities in our job that align with our passions? Would that help? Would it make it that you like your job more? Well, only you can answer this question. I would like to share with you what I'm passionate about, which is music. I have always been very intrigued with music, and over the course of my life, I have discovered that it plays a major part in my happiness. As growing up, I love learning new rhythms, new genres, and new styles. I was listening to music, and I felt like that was just not enough. I decided to learn how to play it, how I can participate in the music that I enjoy. So when I was 19 years old, I started performing as a DJ. I love the connection that I have with the crowds, transferring my energies through the songs I was playing, looking at people's reactions, enjoying the same thing that I was enjoying at the time. This made me feel connected to people that I have never met before. And it happened instantly. We didn't have to have a long conversation. This was an immediate connection that I had with people. And this was very exciting to me. I found myself DJing at different clubs and events every weekend. But after moving to New York, I went through a phase of my life that didn't allow me to follow this passion. The plans that I had fell through, leaving me in a position where I had very little money, and some days I was wondering what I was gonna eat if I was going to. This forced me into putting my passion to the side and spending the majority of my time into finding a job and making money. This is how I ended up in Minnesota. After moving a few more times, trying a couple jobs, I was given an opportunity here, and I started working in construction. I was not a fan of this type of work because the hours were too long, and I didn't enjoy, the moving back and forth. It provided me some financial stability, though, and in turn, it allowed me to focus on music again. Then I started making some connections in the music industry, and I was able to play at some events, which awakened my passion even further. I made several friends during the first few years of living here. One of them, after learning my current situation and how happy I was in the construction industry, made me aware of a sales position that was available at the company he was working for. I was able to get the job, and it's when I got into the sales industry for a second time that I discovered how to use my passion into my sales. Now, what really made it for me is that I was looking for a greater outcome than just money. I had been in a point of my life where I was completely broke, and the only thing that kept me positive was my love for music. And I had given that up in order to take care of myself at the time. Instead of repeating the same pattern that I had in my life, I wanted to find a way to be successful at my job while at the same time enjoying my love for playing music, and hopefully find a way to have them benefit each other. I began to consider, what is it about DJing that I love so much, and how could I transfer that into my sales career? When breaking down what I did every day, I first started at the end and thought, what is my goal in sales? Well, I wanted to make enough money to be financially secure, to provide for my family and never have to worry about my next meal again. So how would I do that? Of course, I needed to be successful and be good as a salesperson. I knew that I could do that and I could make money in sales, but I needed to find an advantage that could propel me to new levels of success. I asked myself, what was it again that made me excited about playing music? What is it about the connection with people, with making them feel the way that I felt, and finding fulfillment in that? At this point, I knew that I had a formula for success figured out. I needed to find a way to connect with my customers in a way that other salespeople were not, and that would set me apart from others. While helping people, helping customers, I started to put more effort into working with my customers one-on-one, finding out what issues they needed to solve and how the products I was selling will help them, and just getting to know them as people during the sales process. I then noticed that I was having great connections with them, and it was giving me a very similar feeling that I had when I was playing music. This was the first time I realized how powerful it was when I could channel my passion for music into my job, and just doing it the right way. I wasn't playing songs, but I was creating unique connections with people. It was my passion for music that allowed me to get to where I am today. I'm not a professional musician. I'm simply allowing my passion to shape my life. One of the ways that I do is being open to new opportunities. As the music changes, everything is new. You want to adapt and you want to learn. So I've been doing the same while being in sales. One of the concepts that was new to me was networking. I started attending events and meeting great people and creating connection. And as it turns out, one of these connections was a producer for one of the largest New Year's events in Minneapolis. He gave me the opportunity to play in front of hundreds of people, which has always been a goal of mine, to share my music with a big crowd. So indirectly, my passion allowed me to fulfill one of my life goals. If it wasn't for my passion, I would have not had a sales job, and without a sales job, I would have not been in a position that would allow me to play music. Now, that's enough about me. So I want you to ask yourself this question. What is your passion? And if you don't know, how do you discover what you're passionate about? This isn't always an easy question for people to answer. So I want you to consider this. If you wake up tomorrow and you were told that you won the lottery and you never had to work a day in your life again, how would you spend your time? What would you do? You may be thinking, yeah, I won the lottery, I don't have to work again. Maybe I will live on the beach and have an eternal vacation. But you may be thinking that this is something that you want to do, but certainly after some time that's going to wear off. So I want you to really think of what are the things that, if you have the opportunity to do whatever you want, what is it, that thing that you would prefer to do? And one effective way to find out about passions is when you're doing this activity, what makes you not think about anything else? You are not checking your phone. This could be the time that you have with your family. This could be the time that you spend in art or anything else. So just figure out what you're passionate about and try to see what are the characteristics that you like about it the most, that you can align to what you do on your job. And once you have that answer, then you can see how it can better off your relationship with your friends and families, and you can start to see how your passion can fuel your life.